Hi, and welcome to Integrity Sales and Services. Today, Dave and I are going to do a video for you of our Chevy C8500 tandem axle grain truck. What we have here is a very, very nice, appealing truck, low miles, with an actual 20-foot aluminum grain body on it. It's a white painted aluminum grain body, floor and all. Dave's going to go ahead and start the truck here for us, and then we're going to go ahead and show you the engine blow by, let you have a chance to see the oil and all. And I'm going to walk up here to the passenger side, driver's side first, and then we'll go on around to the passenger side. Dave's going to pull the dipstick here for us, and he's going to bring it out here in the sun, and we'll let you see how nice and clean that engine oil is. Absolutely can see right through it, through the oil on the stick. Now let me show you the blow by here. As you can see there's not a stitch of blow-by on this engine. It's very nice and dry with no blow-by. Dave's going to return the dipstick, and then he's going to shut the truck off so we can hear better, and then I'll continue doing the video. So wait till he shuts it off, and then we'll move on here. Okay, now that the engine's off, I'm going to walk up close on the driver's side, and I'm going to move real slow across the top of the engine to let you get the impression of how nice and dry this engine is. It has not been steam cleaned or power washed. You're looking at it in its absolute work clothes condition. Very nice and dry. If you look around the air compressor, front engine cover, no signs of any oil leaks whatsoever. Take note, you can see how nice and clean the radiator fins are, no delamination there at all. Take a look at the steer tires, nice deep tread, even wear. We have nice heavy front spring packs. This is a full double frame chassis from the factory. It was never cut and stretched. You're looking at a full package with stainless steel wheel simulators all the way around this truck. Let's move on around to the passenger side. Let you have a view of the wheel simulator here as well, tire tread, and we'll get you a shot of the framework, spring area, and here you can try and see if we can get a look at the inside of the brake cages and all that to show you how nice and clean and rust-free it is. Here's a look at the bottom side of the engine oil pan to let you see there's no oil drips of any kind underneath this truck engine. We'll move up here along the radiator. Take a look at the fluid levels. You can see all the fluid levels through the clear plastic containers. Here's a nice view along the passenger side of the engine where the turbo and exhaust area is, and again, take note how clean it is. Nice AC pump, shows sign of having been replaced. With that, I'm going to back off. Dave's going to close the hood here for us, and then we'll continue around the truck doing the video. Okay, now that the hood's done, I'd like to start right here on the passenger front corner, and take note how nice and clean and straight the cab is. The paint is buffed out very nice on it. It is factory bake-on finish. We don't repaint them unless they require it. Let's move up here to the bumper. I'll let you see the factory tow hooks here. We have one on each side. Bumper's nice and straight. We'll square off here on the front and let you compare the hood angles with the bumper, and you can see it's all square. Nothing is in mishap shape or form. Let's go ahead and move on down the passenger side of the truck now. You can see in the cab there's just no flaws in the paint. Let's move up here to the fuel tank area. Absolutely no rust or previous rust cancer spots at all. Take a look how nice and clean the cab corners are under the doors. We'll walk along the subframe now. You can see we have a very nice clean framework, and it is a double frame L-wrap chassis from the factory. We'll stop here a moment, let you focus on the Hendrickson walking beam suspension. The bushings are tight and all the spring leafs are in working order. There's no sign of any bending or cracking on any of the spring leafs at all. Take a look at the rear hinge assembly. You can see there's no slop in that. Everything is nice and tight. Take a look at the bottom side of the bed here. You're looking at aluminum cross members and aluminum floor. With that, I'm going to back off here and get you a nice side view of the aluminum grain body. The tarp is in its roll open position. It is a brand new crank lock roll tarp, and it is in its open position with a stainless steel crank and pipe assembly. We'll move on around to the back of the truck. I'm going to get you an up close of the bumper and the rear suspension parts here. move across here slowly and let you see the heavy duty hinge system. We've had this body completely off of this truck to do the reconditioning of the subframe. Take a look at how nice and clean the rear diffs are, framework under the truck, and here's a nice view of the brake shoes. You can see that we're sitting at better than half brake pad remaining on the rear brakes. I'm going to back away from the truck now, and Dave's going to open the back door for us. You can see we have the tri-fold cargo grain door system. You can either open 1, 2, or all 3 doors. Now with the door open, I'm going to walk up here and let you see a very, very beautiful inside of the grain body. Again, you're looking at all aluminum, sidewalls, floor, back doors, tarp bows, everything is aluminum on this grain body. Very, very, very nice. You can see here shiny aluminum grain floor as well. No dents or dings in the floor. We have a little overspray dust on it from painting, but you're looking at a flawless floor. We'll let Dave close this here for us, and then I'm going to show you the grain chute as well. We have the tri-fold cargo doors, and then we have a grain chute in the center door, and I'm going to walk up and focus on that. Okay, now that we have the back end covered, we'll continue on around to the driver's side of the grain body. And I'm going to stand right here and move slowly forward to let you see the flawless ribbing on the sides, nice stainless wheel simulators, and we'll get you an up close of the framework along this side as well. As you can see, when we move forward here, you can see signs of new parts. Anything this truck has needed, it has gotten. From air hoses to seals, anything that's amiss has been corrected. Here you can see a very nice view of the driver's side of the cab. With that, we're going to have Dave open the door here for us, and I'm going to get you a real nice shot of the interior of the cab. And while I'm in there, I'm going to start the truck and let you actually see the oil pressure of this truck while it's running. Coming into the driver's door area, you can see a very nice clean panel. Knobs and all are intact. And right here's what I want to point out. You can operate this air-controlled PTO and hoist from standing outside the truck. Take a look at the seat covers. They're in like new condition. We'll move across to the passenger side, come across on the headliner area, and we'll move across the top of the dash. We'll focus in here on the options we have. We have a diff lock, heat and AC controls, AM and FM radio, and we'll move over here to the idle controls and the cruise. With that, I'm going to go ahead and fire up the truck. Let you see all the oil pressure gauge comes up right there. We're sitting at about 40 pounds at an idle. We'll bring some RPMs into it, and you can see the needle come up there to 50 plus. Okay, now that we have that covered, I'm going to go ahead and jump back out of the truck. And Dave's going to get in the truck and fire it up for us once again. And we're going to have him engage the PTO and raise the bed for us. And while he's doing that, I'll just focus along the driver's side and let you again try to catch how nice and clean this truck is. It's hard to put enough emphasis on how nice a truck this is without trying to sound like I'm overselling it. It really is a nice, lightweight truck. Okay, he's standing outside the truck, as you can see here, with one fingertip is controlling this. And remember, we have not revved up this truck. We're sitting here at a flat idle, and this thing just goes up very, very nice and smooth. What you're looking at here is a very heavy-duty 28-ton twin-cylinder hoist. I'm telling you, folks, you'll never have to worry about, can I unload my grain body? It always will work. Okay, now that he's got it shut off, I'm going to walk up close here and let you focus on these heavy-duty twin-cylinder hoist, the bottom side of the aluminum floor, and all aluminum cross members, all aluminum long seals. I'll show you the hydraulic reservoir and the hydraulic controls we'll move on along and get you a nice view of the framework and how clean this double frame chassis is. I know it's all repainted, but folks, listen, if they're rusty before you sandblast them, it still shows up after you're done. And there just are no cancer splotches on this framework. Take a look at the nice drive tires. And with that, I'm going to zip on around to the passenger side and let you get the frame view from that angle as well. Here's a reverse look of the hoist, looking at it from the back, looking forward. We'll move on up here and get you a closer look at the hydraulic reservoir with the air shift cylinder control. We'll get you another look at the bottom of the aluminum bed as well, from this side as the other, and I'll walk back and let you see the drive tires from this angle also. Okay, now that we're back where we started from, I'm going to go ahead and get you a nice angle view with the bed elevated on the truck here. And I'm going to wrap up this video today. I want to take this time to give you a special thank you for watching the video. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for shopping Integrity Sales and Services.